It's my earlier vlog cut off. It's like past an hour, so I'm applying this peach blush. It's a blush that I haven't really found this color, so I think this color is so gorgeous. So that's what I'm applying to the apples of my cheeks and bringing it up to my hairline so that I have that beautiful blushing. For those of you who don't know how to apply blush, this is the way you apply blush, from your hairline down to the apples of your cheeks, and you go back up, because you're supposed to be blushing from the apples of from your hairline to the apples of your cheek. And this is how you apply blush. For those of you out there who didn't know that, I hope you guys learned something. So now I'm applying my translucent powder. I have a little too much on the back of my hand. If you pour out this much, this is too much, guys. For those of you out there who are not really used to using it, you just need a little bit. A little bit goes a long way with this as well, with this product. So now I'm going to set my entire face. Eyes first. So now that I've set my entire face, what I'm going to be doing is putting on another layer of my matte lipstick. Can you guys see it?
But I'm telling you this right now, I'm no longer interested in your lies, your games, pretty smart, can't do nothing right now. I'm through with it. I like BSINGTLE. That's how we do ladies. Come on now. I'm moving on right now, baby. Can you see my little Jones and my little Jones? Oh, I love you, lady. I'm going out.
So I just put back in my lipstick, and while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm gonna apply my eyeliner. I almost forgot, guys. So I don't know. I just sometimes I hate the smell of the hallway, and sometimes when you open the door, it comes in your place of living, and I hate that so much. So I just set my whole makeup look with my MAC Prep and Prime, and my face is set. So I'm gonna do some cleanup real quick. Do some cleanup. So I'm doing some cleanup, and I'm basically done. I'm gonna grab my bottoms that I don't be wearing in the this, and I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, guys, so I am back and dressed. So basically, I decided to wear my sweats I decided to be comfy and go with wearing my sweats. And I bought this from Pretty Girl, and it just says Pretty Birds. For those of you who are interested, this says Pretty Birds. And I picked it up in a size 3X, so it could be extra big and feel comfortable when I have it on. So I am ready for school. So come with me to put away these items. And basically, this is my outfit of the day. So I'm playing some music in the background. And I'm putting away my foundations. So this is how, for those of you out there, what I do as a woman, this is just like a woman tip. This is just like a woman tip for those females out there watching. What I do is I buy the Summer's Eve dish, if you guys can see the box. back there. Can you guys see the box? It says Summer's Eve. I don't know if you guys can see it. And then like I buy like a dish. I don't know if you guys can see it. So I buy like a dish and I take it out the box. And this is basically how it looks. And it says like Summer's Eve on it. And I take it out the box and I pour out the solution that they have in the actual container, because this is my body we're talking about, and I don't know how long this solution has been sitting in a bottle. I really don't know if it is actually healthy and good for me to use. So I tend to use like old methods that people have been using for years, such as vinegar. So I go in the kitchen and I'm still getting ready, guys. So I'm putting on my ring, if you guys can see that. So I go in the kitchen and I grab whatever vinegar that I have that I'm using at that point in time. And turning off my IKEA lamp. And I pour less than a spoonful in the actual jar. And I just let it sit. And then I shake it up. I let it sit for like about 2 minutes. And I shake it up. And I wash my... I'm turning off all the lights, guys. I'm getting ready to go. I wash my... So it might be dark in here for a little while, guys. I apologize. I'm turning off the TV. So I'm turning off the TV. And I wash my female anatomy areas and with whatever soap I'm using at the time. And I used to use, some people ask me if I've ever used like female feminine washes, such as like Summer's Eve washes, stuff like that. I used to use them and then I got irritated by it, so I stopped using it. So what I do is I use the whatever body wash I'm using at the time. I make sure that it's safe enough to apply over my entire body, which means that I can actually apply the body wash in my genital areas. If I cannot apply the body wash on my genital areas, I tend not to use it, for the simple fact that I want something that is safe for my body all over. I don't want to... So today is my geology class. So I'm bringing my book to my geology class. And yeah, so I don't want a product that is not safe for me to use on my body. So if it's not safe for my genital areas, it probably is not a product that I should be using to begin with, because then it probably isn't a product that I should be using in the first place. So if I find that I can't use the item in my genital region, I don't use it. So that's just me personally. What I do, to each his own. I'm not saying that you women should do that, even though I do think that you should do that. If you don't feel like you can use that soap to wash your genital areas, probably shouldn't be using it in the first place, because probably has like harmful chemicals or stuff like that that you shouldn't use on your body. So I have a bunch of returns to make. So I'm going to start off with what I want to do is, okay, it's 4 o'clock now. I want to start off with my oldest exchange, and that's my Ugg boots. So I've had it. I love this because it gives you a year to exchange your boots, guys. Like, seriously, I've had this. This is the part that I have. I created a return ticket online. So I want to exchange it because I bought a size 11 and I'm actually a size 10. So it's not going to fit me the way it should. So I've showed you guys this. I unboxed it in Christmas, but I never wore it. So it's a size 11. And I really wanted to give my mom a Christmas gift. So I gave her my size 10. And when I actually took this item out the box, I bought 2 of them for Christmas last year. And when I actually took this item out the box, I realized that it was actually too big for me. You know how sometimes you just want something and you're like, I don't care if it's too big. By the end of the day, if it's too big, it's just too big. You know, it makes no sense for me to keep something too big. I have so many shoes and stuff like that already. There's no reason for me to keep like a shoe that's 2 sizes or 3 sizes bigger than me, even though you might want to. So I am going to try to run and do as many returns as I can right now. I'm going to just try to do my Uggs right now, and I'll leave this stuff for another day because this stuff is mostly Macy's, and still have to wait for the money to go back on my card, 6-7 days, but I believe I have like 30 days to do that. So the rest of these items I'm not going to do right now because I don't want to be sweaty and nasty. So I'm just going to Google a place where I can return my Uggs and try to return my Uggs. And that's, try to exchange my Uggs for a size 10, which is my size. So I probably won't have, I don't want to be carrying a bunch of bags either. So I am going to bring this back. I'm going to exchange my boots. And yeah, so I'll get back to you in a second. I'll come back hopefully and vlog some more. I'm not making any promises, guys. 4 o'clock. I am actually tired. I'm about to be. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the train. I don't think I have time to stop at Macy's because where Macy's is at, there's like no train going in and out. Like, it's so easy to get off there, but you literally have to take that same exact train. The rest of the transportation is just jacked up because it is a very busy and popular area. So I don't have time for any of that. So I'm just gonna move it and exchange my boots. And so I'll get back to you guys in a second. I'm closing my doors. Later, Papa. I have this habit. I always say bye to my cat. She's all I have, so I'm locking my door. She is all I have. She's been there through everything. You know, she's been there through me coming home crying, me coming home and getting my menstrual and not expecting it, so I have blood all over my clothes. She's been there, you know. This one guy, he told me he left his girlfriend because that happened to her. And I was just like, so like, I was confused. I didn't understand, like, why did he leave her? So basically, Bella has been there through it all. So, you know, I just stick to my butt. A lot of people feel like I have to be bothered with them. I have to talk to them. And I just ignore them and I don't talk to them. And then they realize that you're not part of my life. You're not essential to my life or my being. I don't have to talk to you or anybody else. I don't want to. If I choose to, then I do. If I don't, then I don't. I've had people try to send me to jail for that. When I was 15, this lady tried to send me to jail because I used to hang out with her daughter, and her daughter had bipolar, and I used to hang out with her daughter all the time. And then her daughter lied and told her mom. Her daughter went to school and she brought an extra pair of clothes. She brought she brought a mini skirt, and she went to school in the jeans. And when she got caught, she told her mom that I was the one that told her to bring the mini skirt in her bag. And I didn't even know that she had worn a mini skirt that day in school. and her mom was Spanish, and her mom was just like, oh yeah, those black people, they always a bad influence on our kids and blah blah blah. And I totally understood what her mom was saying in Spanish. So by the time she was done, I just stopped talking to her daughter. I just never talked back to her daughter, and I didn't care. Whatever, it could have been like $1 million for me and her daughter. I would not talk to her daughter after that. Hello. So I just stopped talking to her daughter for that.
How you doing?
Good in yourself.
I'm surviving.
Ain't that all? So I just stopped talking to her daughter for that, and I never talked back to her daughter for that. And this lady, like, she tried to make my life a hard time. She went around telling people about me and stuff like that, and I didn't understand why, because at the end of the day, you have the choice of who you want to hang out with, who you want to talk to. If you don't want to talk to somebody, does not mean that you should be arrested or be spending time behind bars. And the same thing happened to me again when I went to CUNY. Now, I'm a mom, and I'm a mama too. So if I realize that somebody is putting me in danger, I have no problem with cutting them off. And to them, it might not necessarily be danger. But I know danger, and I see that it's dangerous. And they figure it's not danger or it's not dangerous. And they drag me with them, and I'm sitting there scared or terrified. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem with cutting that person off and not talking to them anymore. And I've done it with so many people. People that I used to, come home and complain to and talk to every day. I just stopped talking to them. I don't talk to them for anything. They tried to come and make it seem like I'm talking to them. Like, I just got really dark, and I'm outside. I don't know why I'm getting so dark. I'm outside. So they'll try to make it seem like as if I talk to them when I really don't. All it takes is one time. Something like somebody trying to send you to jail, that's really, really serious. Something like me losing my custody of my kids, that's really, really serious. So, people are not going to walk around and warn you, oh, be careful of this person, be careful of that person, be careful of this person. But you should be alert and always know, especially like if somebody tries to move too fast. For instance, like they try to take you someplace and they try to take you someplace in a rush. That's usually meaning, they have some ulterior intentions, and it's usually not good towards the person. And like this lady, she kept telling me, come with her. And this lady was grown, and I usually hang out with people that's older than me, but it's in fact they usually bombard me with their crying and how nobody pays them any attention and how they all by themselves, and they always rope me in with that stupidness. And honestly, I feel bad. I say stupidness, but I feel bad because I'm like, when I reach their age, what's gonna happen? And it's not like I don't have family members that do the same thing, that they get older and they start crying because they start feeling like they're older, nobody's paying them any mind, and they want to be like you, who's running around, going wherever you need to go, going to school and stuff like that. But you don't have no right to take over somebody to do that. So it's like school is free for everybody. There's no age limit. So it's like the only reason what I find is foolishness is people trying to, trap you or act like, and when you find older people and they have so much game. I mean, this one lady, she tried to be my friend so badly that it was ridiculous. She went and got guys, and then all of a sudden they started talking to me. And I was wondering, like, why are these guys talking to me? These guys had never seen me because they're not interested in a woman like me, those guys are interested in older women who are established and have their own money and stuff like that. So when, you know, like income that I don't have right now, basically. So when these guys started trying to talk to me, I realized that how much danger I really was in. And I never took it as I was in that much danger until those stuff happened. That's when I realized, guys, I just missed 2 buses. So this is like, I keep saying Vlogmas day 8 when really today is Vlogmas day 9. And I'm bringing the raw, uncut Vlogmas to you guys right now. I'm bringing you guys like, this is my daily life. You guys don't see on camera. You guys see when I put on my makeup and I make it look the way it's supposed to be looking, because honestly, I shouldn't be running and ducking from multiple people. You should be able to be a young lady, you know, or, you know, like whatever your role is in life. For instance, if you're an adult, you should be able to be an adult. If you're a kid, you should be able to be a kid. You shouldn't have to be like 9 years old cooking, cleaning, and doing all that stuff. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's not your role in life. So I am going to catch the next bus, which is coming right here. And I'm crossing the street. Hopefully it stops, because this bus is about to pull off. And I really don't like running for the bus. This lady told me if I want to get married, I shouldn't run for the bus. Because, are you stopping? This lady told me if I want to get married, I shouldn't run for the bus. Thank you. This lady told me if I want to get married, I shouldn't run for the bus because that's tacky. So I guess I'll take her advice and not run for the bus. Like, I've been like seconds away from the bus and not run to get the bus. And I'm not the only one that does it, so I realize that other people do this as well. But sometimes I feel like just getting up my cardio and I just run for it. And that's so super cool too. So I'm gonna be Googling, guys. So I'll get back to you guys. Hopefully, I'm not promising. I'm gonna try to vlog again today, but I'm Googling the store to see where I can return my boots. So again, this is Brownie from Manhattan, New York. Thumbs up this video, share it, like it. Be blessed, and I'll do the same. Muah.